There's nothing wrong with it. I'm gonna do something a little bit different today. I am not gonna bring the camera around with me. There's just an issue in today's society that I feel like it's somewhat my responsibility to talk about it and give my opinion a little bit. There ain't nothing wrong with being gay. No matter what. There ain't nothing wrong with it. Even, if you pull the religion card and you say that, well, God says it's wrong. Well, no, it didn't. Here is a fun fact about the Bible. They make several different variations. The religious folk, they would know that. You've got your very beginning one that was not even in English, it was in some crazy Greek Latin mumba jumba, which in turn means that a lot of the translations actually got kind of messed up. We've realized that the Latin word for virgin and young girl are the same thing. And so a young girl having a baby isn't too weird, but they had to take the eccentric way, Yeah. And there are versions made today just to, almost tell people what they want to hear. There was the 1984 version, via International. If a man lies with a man, as one lies with a woman, both of them have done what is detestable. They may be put to death, their own blood will be on their own heads. Well, I got a kind of a glimmer of light on that. Yeah, guys can't have sex with guys like they do with women. There's parts missing. Versus. Now, two guys could do that, but one of them isn't making it out alive, if you catch my drift. So, the Bible's got one thing there. They're just misinterpreting what it's all saying. Again. I am well aware of the fact that I am gay. And I really do not need your help pointing it out. I know. The comments, like, queer. I know. Thanks. It really isn't helping anyone out. Plus, what I do on my own time doesn't really affect you. Am I right? And I can give you an example that's happening as you're watching this. As you're watching this, I'm doing something completely different. I could be sitting and watching TV. I could be driving around with friends. I could be playing disgusting video games that are full of violence and rage. You won't know, and you'll go about your day as if you didn't know anything was happening. Well, why can't you do that with, what I'm doing? Who cares? Back to the religious side of things. You seem to have a selective interpretations of your own Bible. You see, you pick and choose. The Bible also says to not get round haircuts or tattoos or mix fabrics like cotton and leather. Don't play with the skin of a pig, i.e. football. So, if you're skipping all those ones, why not skip this one? I'm going to put the religious side of this away. I'm not going to use that again as an example. Let's talk what you're actually doing. I don't know the number, but I know there's a number of kids who have been bullied to such a degree that eventually what the kids are saying affects them. And they're like, you know what? Maybe they're right. They're not. They are wrong. Very wrong. Kids have died. Dead. Because of what other kids have been saying. Because other kids need to focus on all this other stuff. They're pointing out the things that we already know. You know, and high school's full of that, middle school's full of that, elementary school's full of that, you know, kid gets braces, well now all of a sudden he can pick up cable, all those sort of things like that. I'm not saying don't change the facts, I mean that's what's there, but don't kill people. Know when to stop. You know, you can't change the world, you can't change the way that things are, but know when to stop. You know. When there's 100 gay kids hanging from trees, you've gone a little too far. The reason I started saying this is because, you know, I've changed schools recently. I'm out. I ain't got nothing to hide. My old school, they, you know, didn't care, you know, which is the right thing to do. Don't care. Just be like, oh, whatever. I'm not spreading it. I'm not contagious. You know, if gay is contagious, so is stupid. People seem to be a little less, you know, a little less comfortable with the idea. Well, here's some things to think about, kids who aren't comfortable with the idea. How am I affecting you right now? What am I changing in your life? It is so grand that you need to screw around with someone else. You know, what am I doing? This very second, how is your life different? It's not. Another thing to think of is who are you? You know, you've got your things too. I'm not gonna point them out. I'm not gonna say anything because I don't care. I can go on because I don't care what you are. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you look like. I don't care if you have a penis. I don't care if you have a vagina. I don't care. You know, and for someone who's the, you know, the faggot, the gay kid who you know, this was a choice for him, this is all of this kind of stuff, for him to say that, well, geez, if I'm such a lower life form, why can't you do the same thing? I mean, Jesus Christ. You know. And as for gay being a choice, if gay was a choice, I wouldn't be gay. I wouldn't put up with this. I wouldn't be part of such a low looked upon group of people that, you know, this is what it's come to. People have to hide, you know, because they're scared. The biggest thing is not the bullying. We can't change that. Kids bully kids. It's what happens. I bully kids. It happens. You know, we can't change that. You know. But there is something we can do. And that something, at my school, which name I will leave out of this, both of them, not only have I used teachers use the word gay, faggot, not only have I had teachers actually call me a faggot, they let it float by. You know, if I stood up in the middle of class and said, fuck, oh God, that office, just like that. But a couple kids can go around saying, hey, gay, faggot, let's, you know, queer, all that, you know, that's gay. This is, what if I said that was fuck? That doesn't make any sense. But they let it go by. You know, like I said, I don't care what these kids are doing on their own time. I really don't. But something has to be done, and that's why I'm making this video. So we can't keep letting it go.